Welcome back to Thoroughbred Weekly, everybody. Before we head back down to the Mid-Atlantic and check out some of the Saturday and Sunday stakes from Delaware Park, we've got to talk about opening day at Saratoga, Wednesday, July 29th, and things just get better from there, specifically those Saturdays at Saratoga.
5 Power Pack shows on MSG Plus, all starting at 5 p.m. That first weekend, we got to Diana and Jim Dandy. We'll also bring you key races like the Whitney and Test, Sword Dancer, Alabama, Woodward, Forgo. Just a lot going on. Of course, ESPN will have coverage of the Travers Stakes.
The Midsummer Derby, and on August 2nd, the first giveaway is the Alabama Stakes baseball cap giveaway. Will we get to see Rachel Alexander in the Alabama 7 days before the Midsummer Derby? We'll wait and find out. Hopefully she runs well that same afternoon, in fact, in the Haskell at Monmouth Park. So a lot to look forward to. And once again, opening day, Wednesday, July 29th.
Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous meet-up at Saratoga. Hopefully the weather's great, and then we should see plenty of power-packed racing action on the racetrack. Well, let's get on to the Delaware Oaks now. Down at Delaware Park, Grade 2, $250,000, 3-year-old fillies going 1 mile and a 16th.
In there, a good start for all in the Delaware Oaks. In between horses, Careless Jewel away well, Malibu Prayer. On the outside, Miss United Nations. On the front end, the gray Careless Jewel, trying to drift out just a bit there as Malibu Prayer. We'll have to try to angle a bit to the inside of that one as Careless Jewel getting out around the bend and now trying to cross back over, gets the lead. Careless Jewel by a length and a half. On the inside, Sweet Golden Carol, Malibu Prayer trying to settle in that third spot. Bon Jovi Girl toward the inside of Miss United Nations and Peyton Dioro up there 3 wide around the first turn. Opening quarter in 23-1. Careless Jewel leads it by a length and a half over Malibu Prayer. Down toward the inside, Sweet Golden Carol followed by Miss United Nations. Bon Jovi Girl is next to last, and up on the outside, Peyton Dioro. We've got 4 across the track at the back, but the gray Careless Jewels loping along by a length and a half. Malibu Prayer racing in second as they cover the half in 46 and 4, good solid fractions as they make their way into the turn. Careless Jewel still by a length and a quarter over Malibu Prayer. Then a length further back, up on the outside now. Looking to kick it in, it's Peyton Dioro. Miss United Nations toward the inside, Sweet Golden Carol, and Bon Jovi Girl, the favorite, will have to come from last today as they make their way into the turn. Careless Jewel still by a length over Malibu Prayer. 2 lengths to Miss United Nations, Peyton Dioro. Bon Jovi Girl has to get underway now. Sweet Golden Carol dropping back, but it's still the gray filly, Careless Jewel. She's still looking strong. They've gone the 6 and 1, 10 and 4, heading for home. Careless Jewel trying to take them all the way. Opens up 4 lengths on the field. Malibu Prayer is chasing. Bon Jovi Girl's trying to rally belatedly, but nobody's close to Careless Jewel. The Canadian import is romping in the Delaware Oaks. Careless Jewel and Bobby Landry will win this one by about 5.5. Malibu Prayer getting second, Miss United Nations third, Bon Jovi Girl
22.80 to win on this wire-to-wire upset winner, the Delaware Oaks. She's a filly by Tappet. She's now 3 for 4 in her career. She was ridden by jockey Robert Landry for trainer Josie Carroll. She had run actually on the poly track in her first start at Keeneland. Was third back on April 5th, in fact, and then had won 2 consecutive races on the synthetic north of the border at Woodbine. She scores a much the best win in the Delaware Oaks on Saturday. We'll stay at Delaware Park. We'll hit the Robert G. Dick handicap, or Memorial Stakes, excuse me. It's a grade 3 for fillies and mares on the turf.
They're in. And they're off in the Bob Dick Memorial Breeders' Cup Stakes. And from the outside, Dress Rehearsal gets away well. Trends it toward the inside. Quickly on the move, there goes Astrology to challenge in the early going. And Astrology comes out on top as they race into the far turn the first time. Leads it by a length and a half over Dress Rehearsal. Dinah's Lassie toward the inside. 2 lengths further back, the Transit settles nicely in the fourth. And a gap of 3 to Caprice up on the outside, Winter View. Followed by Avies Tail and Jody Gale, the trailer. As they make their way around the far turn the first time, Astrology showing the way. Opening quarter in a sensible 25 and 2 for the distance. On the inside, Dinah's Lassie. Up on the outside, Dress Rehearsal. Tucked in Caprice nicely. Up on the outside, Trenza is 3 wide as they come toward the finish line the first time. And Dominguez has a nice hold on Astrology. Dinah's Lassie tugging at the bit to challenge on the outside. Then Dress Rehearsal. Caprice tucked in toward the inside will save a lot of ground into the bend. Trenza next in line. Followed by up on the outside, Winterview. Avies Tail toward the inside. Johnny Tail continues to trail. As they move around the bend, it's still Astrology on the front end, half in 50-3. Astrology leads it by a length. Dinah's Lassie up on the outside. Caprice with the rail racing in third to save ground all the way around so far. Up on the outside, Dress Rehearsal, a length and a half to Trenza, followed by Winterview looking to pick it up a bit. Avi's Tail toward the inside. Johnny Gale continues the trail. They've gone the 6 in 1:15-2. They've got just over a half mile to go. It's still Dominguez and Astrology by 3 parts over Dinah's Lassie. Jeremy Rose has Caprice still tucked in toward the inside. Up on the outside, McLeary and Dress Rehearsal as they make their way into the turn. Trenza toward the inside. Winterview is about 4 or 5 lengths off the lead. Avi's Tail on the inside and Jaunty Tail. They bunch up a bit. It's still Astrology with 3/8 to go. Dinah's Lassie still pressing the issue. Caprice with a rail run. Up on the outside, Dress Rehearsal, followed by Trenza. Winterview is going to have to go 4 wide, heading for home. Astrology off the rail leads it. Caprice is trying to shoot on through for Rose. Next in line, it's Dinah's Lassie. Dress Rehearsal's dropped out of it. Winterview trying to kick it in. Astrology, Caprice trying to slip through on the inside. Winterview's coming on the outside. Trenza with the rail. Astrology, Dominguez, Rose on the inside, and Caprice on the far outside also trying to rally. It's Avi's Tail, a late rally, but it's going to be Caprice to win it. Trenza getting up on the inside, followed by Dinah.
Caprice splits horses to win it late for trainer Christoph Clavani. Also had the favorite in the race, Astrology. It was 9-5, finished 4th in there, but Caprice gets the job done. We saw our last in the Sheep's Head Bay handicap here, finishing 3rd behind criticism. Jeremy Rose up for the ride, 17-20 on Caprice. Trenza finishing 2nd, and Dinah's Lassie was 3rd. Well, let's head over to Philadelphia Park now for the Greenwood Stakes. 1.5 miles on the dirt. We'll pick it up at the top of the stretch, though.
2, 3 wide. Alcomo to pick up the leaders 4 wide. Alonso trying to get into it with a bit on the far outside. They arrive at the top of the stretch, and here comes Alcomo. Alcomo comes on, charging off the turn and gets the lead outside the gate pole. It's now Alcomo in front. Elderford did not go on. Nightlight gives way down inside. On the outside, a late bid from Alonso, but it's Alcomo. Just under a hand ride in deep stretch. He's pulling away strong, powerful strides. It's Alcomo. Alcomo comes home a 2.5 length winner. Alonso was 2nd.
6-year-old Brazilian bred pulls off the upset here. The 3 Alcomo, who we saw twice this summer at Belmont, finishing 5th in the Brooklyn here on June 5th, and he was beaten just a neck by a tone in the May 7th Nasty and Bold. A Nightlight, who was trained by Todd Pletcher, who also ran 2nd with Alonso, was 1-5. He obviously finished out of the top 3. The show price is pretty decent: 16 and change, 14 and change, and 10 and change. Elderford, who won the Brooklyn handicap in his last start, was 3rd best in Saturday's Greenwood Cup Stakes.